Hello, I just had the first laser cut drop I've had for quite a while actually. This one's a little bit different and there's a lot of large and heavy blades in here. I've had lots more profiles delivered, but this one weighed a bit due to the sheer size and thickness of the steels being used. Most of these aren't actually for me, they're stuff I've had drawn up and cut for other people. So there's stuff here for Andy Doberman knives, there's stuff here for Dell darkroom knives, Wessex blades, you've got a few in here. There's some sharp tinder fire steels, there's a few custom specials, and some of my prototype test stuff for me, and a few fill-ins. So I'm just going to show you a few as an example. Andy doesn't mind, etc. So let's have a look at some of the monsters that Andy's decided he wants to have. There's a couple here. I'm not sure on the names of Andy's knives, but these are all in 8 to 8.5 mil. These are 52-100 bearing steel. This is 75 CR1 spring steel. Again, at the moment, Andy's got a lot of work to grind these down. This must weigh best part of a kilo at the moment. But obviously that will come off once it's ground. Again, these are some of the blade blanks he's been struggling doing by hand from solid. Not quite so thick, I don't think. You're a bit restricted on the thicknesses you can get being cut. As I say, it's about 7 mil, and then you jump all the way up to 8.5 on some steels. Some you can get 7.8. Some of Andy's more standard bushcraft stuff. This is 5.8 mil, 52-100 steel, so nice batch 20 odd there. Here's a couple for Scott Wessex blades. Cleaver, there's a larger version. This is a Piranha type thing. He's got a couple of options he wants to grind on this to change the shape of the hump. A few more for Scott, various blades styles. They're left square so that actually on the same handle you can grind whatever shape blade you want to fit, or different lengths. Again, another one of his blade shapes and a stretched version. Another one of Andy's axes. This one's thinner, 5.8 mil L3. This is another blade blank shape. This one's 8 mil, 8.5 mil L3. Nice good solid chunk of steel there. These have all been, or all of Andy's, mine and Scott's, have been all through hardened in salt, and they've been quenched to form a small amount of bainite, which gives them much tougher. So it's not a full bainite quench. You give it about half an hour, 40 minutes at the right temperature as bainite starts to form, and then you quench it properly normally. This gives you about 10 or 15% extra toughness or strength over just doing it straight from quench at the same hardness. Now we've got some more of Andy's. I think these might be the cleavers he does. Again, these are beefed up in the 8 mil. Nice big bolt holes for him, for those nice bolts that he uses. On my stuff, second batch of the jungle Piranhas, as I've sold out of the first 20 odd, so there's another 20 here. These need grinding up and going to paint. I'm also looking at speeding up and improving the handles on these, so we'll look at those in the future when they come in. But yeah, I've got a lot of people waiting for these to come on out, so there's another 20 blanks there. The other thing I've done is I've got another batch of my military general purpose knife. This is 5.8mm, so good and thick and solid, gets the full flat flandy style grind, and can either be flandied or convexed as a secondary. It gives a slightly longer than standard, like a woodlaw, but a bit more beef. And I've redesigned the Camp Nessie, same blade size, 8-inch blade. I've started putting choils into them, so on this ones I've ground them in. On this size blade it gives you a good balance point for choking up, as opposed to on smaller blades it's not worth it. But on this one I've given it exactly the same handle as this blade, so I can make handles that will fit either, and you can swap them over. It's a good comfortable handle for that size knife. Again, it's going to have the tool turner on here with a hex key. Takes a bit of weight out, so it doesn't matter if you don't want it. Another one I've been looking at is other size knives, bigger knives, because I've always wanted to do some cookeries. So I've finally got round to drawing up some and getting them cut out. These are both in 8mm 7501 spring steel, so they've got the good cookery thick spine on them, although the one that comes in this size has got an even thicker spine from the pull. I think it's going to be plenty to grind this out. And I've put the Piranha handle on this one, exactly the same as the one on my Piranha. It's a very comfortable handle for big knives. I've used it on the Piranha and the machete so far, and it doesn't get any hot spots. And on this size cookery I've put the same handle again, offer here, exactly the same, so again any scales that I make will fit either. So two size cookeries to play with. Scott at Wessex Blades likes his Golocks, the army issue ones. He's constantly resharpening them for people, so we decided to bring out a Wessex Golock for him. So it's roughly the shape, it's got a slightly pointier end on it, fractionally more belly maybe, and a Wessex Blades shaped handle on it, matches one of his other big knives. And just for fun I did the same one but with my Piranha handle on it, just to see. So I've got a couple of those to play with. These are in the 5s, these are 4.8mm 7501, exactly the same as the Piranhas. From there, so we've got a number of blades now that fit the same handles. Again on my Nesmith range. This was the standard large, which has got the bushcraft size handle, 3.5mm. Good as a Scandi or a full flat, quite a useful knife. It's a very big blade for its relative size. Obviously we made the extra large Camp Nessie, which has now got a version with a different handle with the 8-inch blade. The American market, they asked for one with a 10-inch blade, so we've added on the extra length on here to make it, give them the 10-inch blade, slightly bigger choil. Put this handle on it just to see if they like that one, so that might appear in America soon, we shall see. And just for Johnny Boy 1971, he wanted a, well, a machete size Nesmuk, so we've taken the basic Nesmuk and supersized it twice. This is the triple XL. This has a stretched version of the blade and also a stretched version of the original Nesmuk Camp handle, which is based on the MOD survival knife handle, so this one's stretched and made longer. There was two ways to go with this. We could make it thin like a machete in sort of 2mm, and I may still try that, but on these ones I've decided to try it in the 4.8mm thick 7501, same as the Piranha, so it's actually at the moment quite a heavy blade. So on this one I'll need to definitely draw the temper on the spine and grind quite a lot of weight out of this belly and blade to get it nicely balanced. It might not even need a bit of weight on the back, but that's just an interesting one just to see what happens. So it's a heavy, very heavy bolo machete at the moment. There's obviously a few more blanks and shapes in here for people. These are a variety of fire steels. These are heat treated differently to the blades to get them to spark really well. And these are for shark tinder mark there. This does quite a lot of the designs through this, so these will need striking faces profiling to give you a good striking face. I think he bases a lot of these are based on historical shaped ones, and some of are his own design. So those will be coming to Shark Designs pretty quick once I've got them ground up. So thanks for watching. That was a quick run through on one of the deliveries we've had here at the moment, and hopefully this will keep a lot of people busy for a long time. Thank you.